Hello, everyone, and good evening to you all. My name is Felton Parker. Today is Saturday, May 24, 2025. As always, each day is a wonderful day to be blessed by our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. I sincerely hope you folks have a truly blessed and wonderful Saturday, and I hope you folks are enjoying your Memorial Day weekend so far. What I have for you guys in tonight's video is the list of all the National Day holidays from my National Day calendar segment. That includes my featured National Day holiday. Also tonight, right after my National Day calendar segment, I'll have my famous birthday segment for you all. And also tonight in my weather segment, I will let you all know exactly what we're expecting for tomorrow, which is Sunday. For your Monday, which of course is Memorial Day. Through the remainder of the upcoming week, as well as a preview of next weekend. So, without further ado, of course, you see tonight, as I have my American flag shirt on, I'm representing the true. I'm representing my red, white. I am getting my red, white, and blue on for the entire holiday weekend. I know it's not Memorial Day, but I'm just getting my red, white, and blue on to show you guys. My USA cap on, and of course, my patriotic sunglasses that you see here, that you see me wearing here on this Saturday night. Of course, today was aviation maintenance. Today was National Scavenger Hunt Day. Each year on this day, National Scavenger Hunt Day. Each year on this day, National Scavenger Hunt Day sends us off to find random items, all in the name of good fun. Hashtag Scavenger Hunt Day. American gossip columnist, author, songwriter, and professional hostess Elsa Maxwell is credited with the introduction of the scavenger hunt for use as a party game in the modern era. A scavenger hunt challenges teams to scavenge for a list of odd items. As part of the rules, participants are not allowed to buy the objects. Depending on where the hunt takes place, players may have to beg, barter, or even work for them too. Some scavenger hunts add difficulty to the game by adding riddles describing each item. The team with the most items are the first to complete the list wins. Scavenger hunts have become popular at weekend get-togethers, parties, family gatherings, and holidays. Even co-workers put together scavenger hunts to keep the workday interesting. Practice your riddle making and create a scavenger hunt for family and friends. If you're looking for a scavenger hunt, you can Google by downloading and printing the game piece scavenger hunt that's been created. It can be played traditionally or it can be played at home. You don't even have to have the game pieces to play the game. Print pictures of the required pieces. Add extra clues to the riddles to guide players to where the images will be found. Use hashtag Scavenger Hunt Day to post on social media. To post your scavenger hunt on social media. Today also was Aviation Maintenance Technician Day. On this day, we honor the men and women who have worked behind the scenes making and keeping aviation possible on Aviation Maintenance Technician Day. We also honor Charles Edward Taylor as the man who built the first aircraft engine used by the Wright brothers and the Wright Flyer. Hashtag Aviation Maintenance Technician Day. We all know the story of Orville and Wilbur Wright, Kitty Hawk, and the experiment of human flight. But how many of us know the name Charles Edward Taylor? Taylor came to work for the Wrights in 1902 when the Wright brothers were in the process of researching flight options. At the time, automobile companies couldn't supply an engine both light enough and powerful enough for flight. Enter Edward Taylor. A machinist by trade with a metal line, drill press, or the hand tools. Taylor built a 12 horsepower engine which would propel the Wright's aeroplane 20 feet above the windswept North Carolina beach. The longest flight lasted 59 seconds for a distance of 852 feet. It took Taylor 6 weeks to build the engine, and yet history books rarely mention the man who helped make the historic December 17, 1903 flight possible. Beyond first flight. Being on the cusp of the aeronautics industry, Taylor continued to design aircraft engines for the Wright brothers, as well as teaching them to build their own. When the first airport was established by the Wrights, he was named the airport manager. Taylor designed and built the engine for the Wright brothers when the brothers were awarded for a military contract for the first military plane. Taylor's adventures continued in 1911 when William Randolph Harris offered up a offered up a cash award to the first pilot to fly across the United States in 30 days or less. Carl Rogers, a young pilot, accepted the challenge and hired Charles Taylor as his mechanic. Rogers made it, landing and crashing from New York to Pasadena, with Taylor trailing along in a car. Charles Taylor continued in the field of aviation maintenance for more than 60 years. Like Taylor, aviation maintenance technicians around the world would work in the background, keeping civilian and military aircraft safe. On this day, May 24th, we recognize their achievements in humble history. Here's how to observe. Celebrate the innovators of aviation who may be behind the scenes. Learn about aviation maintenance and thank those who get us in the air and keep us there. Use hashtag aviation maintenance technician to show your support on social media. Through the efforts of Richard Dilbeck in 2001, the FAA created the prestigious Charles E. Taylor Master Mechanic Award to honor AMTs who have served at least 50 years in aircraft maintenance. The following year, California Senator Knight introduced a resolution honoring aviation maintenance technicians annually in honor of Charles Taylor's birthday. So that's what we know about aviation maintenance technician day. Today also was National Yucatan Shrimp Day, National Wyoming Day, Brothers Day, as well as Aviation Technician Maintenance Day, and of course today was National Scavenger Hunt Day, and also today is National Escargot Day. And of course, there's my famous birthday segment here on this Saturday night. Let's see our famous people who have had birthdays earlier today on this day. Today, rapper G-Eazy turns 36. Folk singer Bob Dylan turns 84. TV actress Priscilla Presley turns 80. TV actress Daisy Edgar Jones turns 27. Twitch star Myth turns 26. TV actress Brienne Howley turns 36. Rapper IDK turns 33. R&B singer Patti LaBelle turns 81. Competitive eater Matt Stoney turns 33. Movie actor Caden Boyd turns 31. Movie actor Jake Slim turns 25. Movie actor Alfred Molina turns 72. Comedian Will Sasso turns 50. Movie actor John C. Reilly turns 60. Model James Spencer turns 31. Movie actor Doug Jones turns 65. Basketball player Tracy McGrady turns 46. TV actor James Cosmo turns 77. TV actor Bobby Lockwood turns 32. Soccer player Eric Cantona turns 59. TV actor Charlie Plummer turns 26. Those are following famous people who have had birthdays earlier today on this day, Saturday, May 24th. Of course, we're in the midst of the long holiday weekend. I will have more about Memorial Day, the background and history of Memorial Day, in my Memorial Day edition of Facebook Live, coming at you all on Monday night, May 26th. Now, hope you all have. Of course, we've seen a few showers here and there, although it would turn out to be another unusually warm summer-like day with high temperatures reaching below the mid-90s area-wide. Once again, well above normal temperatures. Of course, it was quite oppressively humid. Of course, hope y'all have had the chance to enjoy the breaks from the rain, because we have rain chances on 6 out of 7 days over the next several days. So we could be looking at quite a bit of rain between now and. So we could be looking at quite a bit of rain for the next several days. So we could be looking at quite a bit of rain between now and next weekend. Between now and at least through most of next week. So if you're ready for a prolonged period of wet weather, then I'll tell you guys, I'll let you guys know exactly how much rain could be on the way for the next several days. So tonight's forecast for the 4-state region. Tonight's outlook for tonight, which is Saturday, May 24th, what you see on the left, with temperatures mostly cloudy, muggy and cloudy with temperatures in low mid-70s. What you see on the right is isolated showers across the northwest and southeast of the region. So this is what could be expecting overnight tonight into tomorrow. There's a potential for severe flooding
severe weather and flooding tomorrow. And of course, another round of showers and storms will impact northern zones of the four-state region tomorrow. In addition to the severe weather hazards of damaging winds and large hail, these storms will produce heavy rainfall, which may lead to flash flooding. So we're going to be on the edge of marginal to general thunderstorms, a marginal risk to just north of Shreveport, Bossier, and also parts of East Texas, Southwest Arkansas, North Louisiana mainly, and up to in Texarkana. The further north you go, the greater your severe weather risk will be. This is likely to occur in the afternoon and evening overnight hours, areas north of I-20, particularly southeast Oklahoma and southwest Arkansas. Here are the potential hazards. Storms will be capable of producing damaging wind gusts and large hail. Roadways and structures in poor drainage areas and low water crossings may flood. This is a flooding outlook, especially the further north and west you go. So if you're planning on considering traveling across northwest and portions of Arkansas, you want to be aware of the flooding outlook. This is like the marginal risk is like areas like Texarkana, El Dorado, and portions of deep southwest Oklahoma, north and northeast Texas, and most in Arkansas and small tip of northwest Louisiana. Trending, because I've been showing you this model the past few days. A late spring cold front is expected to bring cooler temperatures and increasing rain chances to the region by late Sunday into Memorial Day. This cooler air mass is expected to hang around for much of next week with additional rainfall possible later in the week to wrap up the month of May. So what you see here on the left is so we're going to be trending the trend to below normal temperatures. We're going to at least 50 to 60%, at least 40 to 50% of below normal temperatures here in our neck of the woods. And also with the rainfall valid through, this will be valid from next Friday, May 30th through the following Tuesday, June 3rd. So that's going to lead us into at least on that 40 to 50% category with above normal rainfall area wide. And the further north you go, the lesser rainfall, the lesser the chance of the precipitation outlook is looking. Especially the further west you go, the greater your risk of heavy rainfall will occur. So be prepared for. So get yourselves prepared for a cooler. So get yourselves prepared for an extended run of cooling wet weather. Now what you see here, now of course we're not under any watches or warnings, but areas and portions, a small fraction of eastern Oklahoma, and mostly north and western Arkansas are under a flood watch, especially if you're in that direction. Especially if you're traveling in that direction. Especially if you're traveling in that direction during this Memorial Day holiday weekend. And we are all quiet here on this Saturday night with not one location receiving a drop of rain, but. It looks like we could be seeing multiple rounds of trouble, with the spotty showers, including portions of north of the OKC area. Of course, the Thunder lost to the Timberwolves tonight in Game 3 of the Western Conference Finals. Actually, the game was played in Minnesota, not Oklahoma. Of course, you're seeing a line of showers moving through in the portions of north central Oklahoma, as well as a portion of southwestern Missouri. And also, what you're seeing here is a line of showers, especially if you're towards the Mississippi, Alabama Gulf Coast, and like in portions of south and eastern Alabama, especially like in the Mobile area going northeastward, and portions of north and southeastern Alabama, and going into the portions of central and north and western Georgia. So that's mainly the only range. That's the heaviest of the range you're going to see is along the southeastern portion of our country, especially like the I-65 corridor from Mobile, Montgomery, especially going into 85, going to the portions of Georgia. So that's what you tell. That's mainly the heaviest rains of the rain you can say. But the line that's in portions of northern Oklahoma, that's part of the system that's going to be reaching out in the neck of the woods, especially late tomorrow. So be aware of any outdoor plans for the remainder of this holiday weekend. So we've seen just a couple showers here and there. Nonetheless, we experienced a good dose of cloud cover with some sunshine peeking out at times. That's what driven our high temperature to go up to another day with summer-like readings. We actually made it to 94 degrees for a high temperature today, if I'm not mistaken. Temperature outside here on this Saturday night is 79 degrees with clear skies. Humidity is 84%, dew point is 73 degrees. That lets us know it is quite muggy and humid out there, especially during this time of year. Humidity is 84%, dew point is 73 degrees. We have a south wind at 6 miles per hour. when there's a feels like temperature of 83 degrees. So it's quite muggy and humid out if you've been out and about this evening, especially towards Mudbug Madness earlier today in its second day. Barometric pressure at 29.96 inches of mercury. We have reduced visibility. We have visibility at 10 miles an hour. Areas of severe thunderstorms and excessive rainfall through this weekend. A multi-day thunderstorm and heavy rain event will impact the south central U.S. A multi-day thunderstorm and heavy rain event will impact the south central U.S. this Memorial Day weekend. Severe thunderstorms may produce large hails, severe gusts, and a possible tornado or two across portions of the central and southern plains through Monday. The threat for heavy to excessive rainfall and possible flash flooding will return to the south central U.S., especially in the Ozarks. Excuse me. Excuse me. So tonight, it will be warm and humid. It will be mostly cloudy and warm and humid with at least a slight chance of a shower or thunderstorm or two. The low temperature of 76 degrees overnight tonight. So that is awfully above normal. So another night of summer-like conditions. Now tomorrow, going to your Sunday. Now, of course, don't forget tomorrow's the final day of this year's Mudbug Madness downtown Shreveport Festival Plaza, especially if you haven't gone. It will be mostly cloudy and very warm with thunderstorms in the afternoon, especially with spotty thunderstorms in the afternoon. Of course, storms can bring hail and damaging winds, so you may want to take an umbrella with you, especially for those of you, especially if you're heading out to church services tomorrow morning. So of course, the 2-day weekend will conclude tomorrow, but the extended long weekend doesn't end here. So mostly cloudy and very warm with thunderstorms, with a high temperature of 95 degrees, with the feels like temperature well in the triple digits. So please take it easy if you're planning on spending time outdoors during the day tomorrow. High temperature tomorrow, 95 degrees to the south wind at 9 miles per hour. I have a 50% rain chance. That's during the day. And so keep in mind that tomorrow is the final day of the back to earlier today we've experienced back today. We've experienced back to earlier today we've experienced another round of showers and storms. There's a couple showers here and there, but nothing to accumulate or anything. It was once again we've seen temperatures were indeed above normal, but get ready for some weather changes. So get ready for some changes, of course. At least the next several days. So our weather pattern will generally be unsettled each day. So this is the forecast that I have for you, especially for those of you that prefer milder temperatures to mild to warm temperatures. Extensive cloud cover will keep us mainly on the mild side and not quite as warm as it's been recently. Today would like have been our 11th to 12th straight day with high temperature in the 90s. So we're about to extend our unusual run of summer-like temperatures in the area, because we're getting ready for some major change. So tomorrow we have one more very warm to rather hot day. So I encourage you folks to please enjoy it while it lasts. So tomorrow, as we go into your Sunday, we have one more very warm to hot day. One more. We have one more very warm to hot day in the forecast. So I'll let you guys know exactly how warm we're going to get and how much rain could be on, because we could be talking about quite a bit of rain over the next several days. So here's what the next 7 to 10 days have in store for us. So tonight's low temperature of 76. Of course, that is well above normal for this time of year, with mostly cloudy, warm and humid with a slight chance of a shower, thunderstorm or two. Now tomorrow going to your Sunday, tomorrow going to your Sunday, of course, and in the midst of the long holiday weekend, it will be mostly cloudy and very warm with spotty afternoon thunderstorms, which can bring hail and damaging winds. So be prepared for the possibility of severe weather. With the high of 95, low of 76, winds will be from the south at 9 miles per hour, chance of rain 70%. So it could be looking at quite a bit of rain tomorrow close out your week too. As you go into your Sunday, of course, do not forget this coming Monday is Memorial Day, and unfortunately, not so good news. It will be cloudy and humid with a few heavy thunderstorms, which can bring flash flooding and damaging winds. So be prepared for another possibility of severe weather and perhaps flash flooding as you go into your Monday for your Memorial Day. With the high of 87, low of 71, winds will be from the southwest at 10 miles per hour, chance rain 90%. Tuesday will be cloudy and humid with thunderstorms, high of 85, low of 70. Winds will be from the west-southwest at 7 miles per hour, chance rain 50%. Wednesday, expect partly mostly cloudy skies with a few showers and thunderstorms. High of 81, low of 70. Winds will be from the northeast at 6 miles per hour, chance rain 70%. Thursday, cloudy and humid with a few thunderstorms as we go into your Thursday. High of 82, low of 71. Winds will be from the southeast at 6 miles per hour, chance rain 70%. As we go into your Friday, as we close out next week, expect a few thunderstorms in the morning. Otherwise, it will be partly cloudy and humid. With the high of 82, low of 67, winds will be from the northwest at 7 miles per hour, chance rain 40%. And finally, by the time we go into your weekend, as we go into your next Saturday, next week from today, exactly a week from today, as we close out the month of May. Expect mostly cloudy skies, high of 81, low of 63. Winds will be from the northwest at 8 miles per hour, and no rain is expected. Looks like we're having a seasonally mild and dry pattern as we go into the first 3 days of June. For next Sunday, which is June 1st, expect mostly cloudy skies with highs in the low 80s and no rain expected. And then Monday, the following week, which is June 2nd, expect partly cloudy skies with highs in the mid 80s and no rain expected. And we have expect mostly sunny skies with highs reaching the upper 80s and again with no rain expected. So tomorrow we have one last day with high temperatures well above normal for this time of year. So with the increase in rain chances beginning tomorrow, because we have a start off front of boundary northwest flow aloft that will keep our weather pattern mainly unsettled with off and on chances of rain each day. So again, tomorrow for your Sunday, one last day with high temperatures reaching the 90s. So one last day of summer laying around. So we will have high temperatures reaching the mid 90s for one last day. Then we're in the mid to upper 80s for daytime, and of course we're settling for highs in the mid 80s for both Monday, which is Memorial Day, and Tuesday, and then we'll lower into have highs in the low 80s for Wednesday all the way through Saturday, which is considered below normal for this time of year. Rain chances 70% tomorrow, 9% for Monday, which is Memorial Day, 50% for Tuesday, 70% for both Wednesday and Thursday, 40% Friday. And we'll finally try to start to dry things out by the time we get to your Saturday week from today, which is the 31st, which is the last day of May. So keep the umbrellas handy for those of you if you're making plans on heading out to the lake, or if you plan on hitting the road anywhere, hitting the lake or the boating or camping or whatever your plans are. Mudbook Madness. Be sure to grab those umbrellas and be prepared for widespread rains on Monday. And then we have off and on rain chances for the remainder of the week. But every day won't be completely a total washout. Well, that will be all that I have for you guys here in tonight's video. Once again, my name is Felton Park. I'm officially signing off here. You guys have a good night. Sleep peacefully. Take care of yourselves and each other. Enjoy the rest of your Memorial Day weekend. Most of all, remain blessed and stay safe. Thank you.